guys, it's Alexis the Sloth Reader, and I'm here today with my May book haul. I've been wanting to film this video for like weeks, but I just got home today, so I'm finally getting a chance to do it. I bought a pretty decent amount of books this month, so I'll just go ahead and get right into it. First book I bought this month is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Of course, this is the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is a monster of a book. I've heard really fantastic things about this book, and I really like the direction that I've heard this book goes in, so I'm super excited to read it. It's actually the next book on my TBR, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. Yager. The next 3 books I bought were actually books I pre-ordered on Amazon because I was so excited for them. So the first one being Ruined by Amy Tintera. This was one of my most anticipated releases of the year just because something about the premise really intrigued me. It's about this girl who's basically from like this ruined family and these like ruined city, and like her people have like nothing, and so basically to like bring them back to glory she has to marry into the royal family that like conquered her people. That's what I think, and I'm just super excited to read it because this cover is beautiful. The next book I pre-ordered this month was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and I'm so excited for this book. This is, of course, an LGBT story about a trans girl who, like, there's this new boy in school or something like that, and he's, like, attracted to her, and it's kind of about, like, him finding out that she's trans, and that whole thing. But I'm super excited because the author, Meredith Russo, is trans, and actually this model on the cover is trans, and so I'm super excited for a realistic portrayal of the trans community. Like, I'm so excited. The next book I pre-ordered is Night Speed by Chris Howard. I love this cover, and I know it's about like street racing or something. It sounds very Fast and the Furious, and that's really all I know about it, but I'm super excited to read. The next 2 books are books I bought from Book Depository, and I just finally got them, and the first is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This is a super feminist book, and it's a classic dystopian, and I'm so excited to read it, and I love this UK cover. It's so pretty. The next I got is V.E. Schwab's Vicious. For those of you who don't know, Victoria Schwab is one of my favorite authors. Her Shades of Magic series is one of my all-time favorites, and I've heard so many good things about Vicious. People say that this is actually her best book that she's ever written, and I love this UK cover because it's so super graphic, so I'm super duper excited to get into this one. The next book I bought was The High King's Golden Tongue by Megan Durr, and this is an LGBT fantasy romance, and I actually got the second one as an ARC from NetGalley, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the first one so I could read this one too. And from the synopsis, it sounds a lot like in the vein of Captive Prince by C.S. Picadis, and I absolutely love Captive Prince. Whew! I absolutely loved Captive Prince, the whole trilogy, so I'm excited to pick up something that's kind of similar. And finally, the last few books I got are of my books, but there's actually some surprise stuff at the end of this video, so stick with me. But the next few books I got were from Book Depository, the next few books I got were from Book Outlet, and the first is The Winter's Crime by Marie Yurkowski. I haven't actually started the Winter's Trilogy yet. I have The Winter's Curse, but I haven't read it yet. But this one is super cheap on Book Outlet, and I don't like the new covers, so I'm trying to go ahead and buy the hardback in the covers that I like before they switch out to only doing the new paperback covers, because I really don't like those, so I went ahead and picked it up. Next is a book that my friend Ashley has been begging me to read because she loved it so much, and so I finally went ahead and picked it up. And that is Because You'll Never Meet Me by Leah Thomas. And this is basically about like these 2 boys who for whatever reason like don't leave their houses, and they live on opposite sides of the world, and it's about like the friendship that they build as 2 people who don't leave their houses. It might be that one's sick, one's agoraphobic, I don't really know, but I'm super duper excited to read it. The next one is Firewalker by Josephine Angelini, which is the sequel to Trial by Fire, which I haven't read yet, but I saw this book on Book Outlet for super cheap. It was like $3 or something like that, and the cover matches the cover I have rather than the alternative cover they have for it, so I went ahead and got it. And this one came in hardback, and look how pretty the naked cover of this book is. Like, I can't even, it's so pretty. The next book I bought was Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, I'm sorry, and I heard so many amazing things about this book, and I'm so excited to check it out. And look how floppy this is. This is exciting. I like floppy. And I know that the third one for this is coming out soon, so I might go ahead and get started on it. I'm super excited to dig into this because I've heard just fantastic things about it. And the final two books I got from Book Outlet were Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising, both by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second and third book in the Grisha trilogy. Sorry, my cat's in the frame. I've been dying to finally start the Grisha trilogy and read Six of Crows as well. So these were both super cheap on Book Outlet, so I was like, of course I'm gonna buy these. Alright, next I'm gonna show you guys what I got in my May Owl Crate box. So, of course, this month's box theme was steampunk, which, for those of you who don't know, I absolutely love the steampunk genre. I really love watching people make costumes that fit into the steampunk genre. It's a very fascinating genre, and it's so inventive, and there's so much you can do with it. So we got these little steampunk nail, like, pasties, I guess is what you call them. And you can just glitter print, standard size, but you just nail wrap, so you just put them on your nails. We got this really cool pin from Steamworks, which I'm going to put on my backpack, and it's super nifty looking. We got a necklace from Crystal Compass, and I own a lot of jewelry from Crystal Compass. I love this store on Etsy, and I strongly urge you guys to go check them out because fantastic. But we got this little key necklace, which I will wear to work tonight, and then we got this Clockwork Angel ring, or an Infernal Devices ring, and I'm super excited. It's very pretty, and I like the, almost like the brass coloring to it. The book that was in this month's box was Everland by Wendy Spinelli, which is a steampunk retelling of Peter Pan, and that is very interesting sounding. So the tagline is, "The only way to grow up is to survive," and that sounds so cool, and this cover is super pretty, so I'm super excited to get into this. And with this one, we got these temporary tattoos and this little Barry post. Of course, Barry is the one who wrote Peter Pan, so it's like the little decal thing with the clock and then the little Peter Pan hat. That was all the stuff I got in the Owl Crate box this month, but I have one more little thing I want to show you guys, and that is all of the stuff I bought when I was in Disney World. So I'm going to open all this up so you can see. The first thing I bought was this little Star Wars Tatooine magnet. I absolutely love Star Wars, and so I saw this and I was like, that'll be so cute on my new fridge in my new apartment. I bought a smoothie and got this nifty little Mickey Mouse straw that I was super excited to get. When I was in Epcot, I got this magnet also for my fridge, and it's hand painted in Mexico, and so I got it from the Mexico showcase at the World Showcase in Epcot, and it's super pretty, and I'm excited to go put it on my fridge. And in the China showcase, in the World Showcase at Epcot, I got this beautiful decorative bowl. I have a decorative plate that I got last year, and so this one I have to go with it, and it's super pretty, and it's made in China, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I also got these cute Mickey Mouse sunglasses that actually can fit over my glasses, which is why I bought them, because glasses problem. I got this film comic for Princess Mononoke, this is actually, I don't want to open it and spoil it, because this is actually the 5th volume of the film comic series, so this actually covers the end of the movie, but that's my favorite half of the movie, so I went ahead and bought this one instead of getting the first 4. But Princess Mononoke is my favorite Studio Ghibli film, and I absolutely love Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki's works, so to be able to own this is super cool, and it's just so pretty, and yes. Along with the other Studio Ghibli things I bought, I got this print from Princess Mononoke, which is made to look like it's from a film strip, and so I'm super excited. I'm going to get a frame for this and hang it up. And I also got this one from Howl's Moving Castle, features Hal and Sophie, and this is so cute, I had to get it. And that was all the stuff I got in Disney, and the final thing I'm going to show you guys is the souvenir I bought when I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So of course I couldn't go without getting a wand from Ollivander's, so I'm super excited to show you guys which wand I got. I didn't get one of the interactive wands only because they were like 20 bucks more, and I don't really see the value in that because when you get home from Orlando, it like doesn't really have value. It's the same thing as the other wands, so I just got one of the regular wands. But the wand I got was Luna Lovegood's because her wand was the prettiest in my opinion, and the weight of it and the way it fit in my hand, it was just perfect. It was like it was chosen for me. Alright guys, so I know that video was pretty long, but that was all of the bookish things that I bought in the month of May. It was a super busy month for me, but I don't expect to be buying too many books in June, but maybe I'll have a few, but I'll see you guys soon with the next video. Bye!